Yo, what's good, y'all? It's time. I know y'all been waiting for this video, and guess what? It's finally here. All right, so I've been getting all these requests. How do you set controller up? How do you do this? How do you play controller on WoW? There's no way. It's crazy, right? And today I'm going to give y'all a tutorial of how I play healer, as a controller. And if y'all got any other questions about any other how I would play DPS or how I would play tank, how would I set my keybinds up? Just let me know in the comments and I'll see it. You know what I'm saying? And also, if y'all want a video, get this video to 50 likes, and we'll get that bitch like that. You feel me? But anyway, so I'm not gonna talk y'all head off. So first I want to say you do not need an add-on to play WoW with the controller, right? If you just plug it up, you Bluetooth or however you do to get your controller connected, the button should change, as you can see in the bottom right now. This is without an add-on. You can see if you look at the bottom right here, it already has like the buttons popped up. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show y'all the add-on that I use. I feel like it's very helpful, even though you may have to keep updating it because the midnight update, and whenever it says like this pops up and say disable add-ons or ignore, all you gotta do is go and update it. But I'm about to give y'all the website of what I use to get my add-ons from for controller to make it look real clean and crisp. You feel me? We're just gonna go to Google, type in CurseForge, download that app, and then we're gonna open it up. So now, this is what CurseForge is going to bring you to. It's going to bring you to this home screen and everything. First, you got to go hit this plus sign, add a game. When you add that, I'm going to slide over a little bit more. You're going to hit this plus sign, right? And then you're going to add a game. When you add that game, add either World of Warcraft. I don't think it's separated by retail or classic. It doesn't. So yeah, you hit World of Warcraft. Then it's going to show my add-ons. Obviously, y'all might not have no add-ons there, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to click which one you play, classic, retail beta, so far and so on. So, but right now I'm playing playing retail. Y'all already know. And the add-on that we're going to type in is going to be called console port. You feel me? It's going to be called console port. And it's going to be this one right here. It's going to be this one right there. That's the one you need. You're going to install it. After you install it, what you want to do is you can exit out of CurseForge now. What you're going to do is you can use your mouse and keyboard for this. Go to add-ons, and then you're going to want to go enable console port and everything that you see under console port, right? After you do that, you want to hit reload UI. You have to hit reload UI. If you don't, it's not going to save it on there. You hit reload UI, right? So bada bing, bada boom, we have everything we need right here. So look, so as you can see, this is why I like console port, because it looks way cleaner like this. Now you could do like set your bars up however you want it to do it. You can do your action bars if you want to, right? This is just what I feel like that looks better, and I feel like it's more efficient for me. I'm also, okay, now we'll get to that later. So this is what I do, right? This is how I succeed as a healer right now. What I do is for every party member, I'm not gonna. I think I'm gonna make another video explaining how to do it in PvP and BGs, because I'm trying to find an efficient way better way to do it right now. But as far as like dungeons, I think this is what I'm sticking with. This is what I'm rocking with. So right now you want to hit that escape button. You want to go to options. You want to go down to keybinds, and you want to go to targeting. So when you get to targeting, you're gonna see target self, party member 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so on. So what I do is target self, I set that as my RT, right? So when you're trying to heal yourself or select yourself, you just double tap RT, you'll hit that real quick, it's selected on yourself. And then when you select it on yourself, you should see, I'm gonna move my target, but you should see a picture pop up with you right here. I'll show y'all right now, actually. So it'll be, boom. You see how it popped up at the bottom? Well, it popped up right here. I got the cam everything in the way. But let's see if we can bring this up for y'all. I'm gonna bring this up actually, so it don't be confusing. So yeah, you see how it popped up at the bottom? It selected me, right? So let's go back to the keybinders. We're gonna go back to the options, key bindings and targeting, right? So we got ourselves set as that. Then you're gonna target party member 1 as LB. That's gonna be this first bumper right here, the top left one, right? Then party member 2, you're gonna set it as RB, right? That's the top right one right here. Then for party member 3, I have that set right here by pressing my left stick in. You just boop, you moving already with it right now. You just press that bitch in. You feel me? Very fast and efficient. And then for target member 4, it's gonna be your right stick. Now I made these keybinds simple because like it's very fast and efficient. I don't have to take my hands off the controller to press. I don't have to move my thumbs. I don't want to set my keybinds in any way to where it obstruct my thumbs, because I want to be able to still be moving while I'm trying to get to wherever I need to get to. Now, obviously, when you got to press the character, you may stay still for a slight moment, but you still got your thumbs on there. You know, when you're trying to select target member 3 or target member 4. So you're good in that case. Now, that's how the keybinds I got it set up. Like I said, I got it set up like that. So I'm selecting like for target party member 1, it's LB. Boom. I press it one time. I'm on them. I can heal. Do what I need to do. Right? Do. Now next, we need to figure out how do we target enemies. So what I do right now is like most of the time, like this works for me right now. I'll hit RT, hold RT, and then you'll press this LB button right there, and you'll set this keybind as that. So target nearest enemy. You click on it, and then press RT LB, and you're there. So when I'm swapping through enemies, I'm gonna show y'all. So you're gonna see it pop up in this bottom side right here. So what we're gonna do is look at this. Boom, it's on him. Then boom, it's on him. I'm just holding RT, pressing LB. So if I go over here, right, I go boom, RTLB, it's on them. Granted, I also want y'all to turn on one more thing. What we're going to do is we're going to go to options, we're going to go to combat, and we're going to enable action targeting. If you don't already got it on. If you've been playing WoW, you probably already got this shit on, but you're going to turn this on. And what that does is, sometimes you don't have to select the enemy, you can just start casting if that is on. If you just look in their direction, and you start hitting with your spells or skills, like you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about clicking on it again to attack. So wherever direction you're looking, it just starts attacking that way. So that's why I think that's good to have on with this as well. But yeah, that's how we target our enemies. Now, that's really all I got set up for the keybinds. When it comes to this, so console port is already going to have X, Y, B. It's already going to have the jump right here. It's already going to have your keybind should look like this, honestly. Because after you select the things as your party members or how you're targeting them, it will already be there. Now, I'll show y'all a simple way of how I set it up. I don't have one for each class yet, but if y'all want one for each class, let me know. And now, I'll give y'all the sauce. So, first, my first set around here, I gotta stop point at the screen like I can see that shit. My first set around here, I want this to be, right? I want this to be like the buttons I have to press first. That's gonna be the beginning of my rotation. So, because since we gotta press them first, we want them to be the quickest things we can get to while still be able to move our stick. So it'll be obviously the first one I'm gonna cast, I want that to be X. The second one I'm gonna cast is gonna be Y, and the third one I'm gonna cast is gonna be B. So this is all part of your rotation. So I go boop, 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 and then we enter the full combo. Now, granted, I got macros. We'll get into that later. I just kind of learned about it myself, but it'll be like that, right? On the D-pad over here, on the pad over here, this is where I kind of want like my support abilities I'm gonna use the most, right? As a priest, as a disciplined priest, I'm gonna use Leap of Faith. I'm gonna use speed because you gotta keep up with the tank. I'm gonna use Purify. You want that to be your most common. I actually need to move that power absorption up too to that first row. But this whole first section, you want this to be like your main things you have to get off first, no matter what. Those gonna be your first priority spells. We're gonna call it that. We're gonna call it first priority spells, right? So to get to the second set, right, you have to hold RT. So RT is gonna bring up your second set. Your second set For me, RT is the quickest, like my second quickest thing I'm gonna press. I'm gonna press RT before I press LT. So RT is gonna be, you want this to be your second set of rotation of buttons that you have to press, right? What you're gonna do for that? You're gonna finish your rotation out on this one. You're gonna start with X. That's gonna be the fourth one because we're continuing from this one. So that's 1, 2, 3 because A is jump, so A don't matter. So X, that's your 1, Y2, 3B. Then you press hold RT, and then you do the rest of your rotation right here. It goes just like that. Now for this piece, I got my shield down there because I'm gonna be casting my shield pretty often. You know what I'm saying? And so, well, y'all get that. So basically, just like the first one, this is gonna be your priority 1. You want that to be all your main ones. Then your priority 2, you want that to be all like your, you know, your secondary ones. The most second important spells you may need. Only reason I put these spells on the D-pad because those spells is most times like I can get to them real quick, but like they're not always needed. So, because sometimes with the D-pad you have to take your well, depends on your game, your controller style. You have to take your thumb off the stick and then hit the D-pad. So most of the time those spells like those are spells I can say like, oh, I can take the time off and get my thumb off the left stick to like hit that. So just be mindful of that. So you hold RT, brings up your second set, you set that. And you should see this targeting thing right here. Because remember, we're pressing RT-LB to switch through enemies and target people. So boom, we got a third set. You're gonna hold LT. It's gonna bring up the third set. You can change these. I just haven't changed them yet because I didn't need to use them. But this is gonna be like obviously your third most important spells. You know, you set it up as it follows. So you follow suit with the first two and just continue on from there. Now, this is like I mostly use these for like I said, I haven't even set up the rest because I haven't needed them. But I'm going to some because it's probably best to have all that utility down there for that. And y'all don't mind me. I'm supposed to have pain suppression on this build. I haven't. Damn, I forgot. That's one thing I have to add on here. So y'all don't mind me. I'm just gonna add pain suppression in my first rotation. But you're gonna press LT-RT and it's gonna bring up your 4 set. Most times I keep my mounts back here. I keep my ultimate penance back here. That's only when I use. The other spells are kind of like just copies from the earlier pages. But LT-RT is gonna bring up your 4th set, and you can still, you know, do what you need to do while holding LT-RT and pressing what you need. You know, so you follow suit like that. Trying to think what else. Oh, so that's how I use my controller. That's how I got my controller set up for like healing as a disc priest right now, or healing in general. I kind of still use the same format of that and like kind of go from there. Now, I'm gonna show y'all how I do my edit mode, how I got my edit mode set up for this. Y'all can copy it if you want to. Like I said, this just works for me. I'm still always changing and updating my stuff, so y'all don't mind. But yeah. So, we're gonna go to edit mode. So what I usually do, I'm probably not gonna be able to show y'all like that because we're not actually in the dungeon, which is fine. So what we're gonna do, don't mind all this extra stuff. Oh, actually, yeah. So this is your dungeon one right here. The party frames, that's gonna be your dungeon. I usually keep it right here. I know it's kind of grandpa just how big it is. I use the max frame size. Show background. You don't have to show the background, but I use the max size to keep it like, you know, so it's in my face. So as a healer, I feel like I always need to see it. I mean, I always need to see their healing. If you're cool with making it smaller, make it smaller. I just kind of keep it bigger. And I was thinking about changing it, making it smaller myself. But if you do like it bigger, keep it like that. And what I do is I put my health right under it. So I'm seeing my teammates' health. I want my teammates to be my priority and me to be the second option because I have abilities that's going to give me health. You know what I'm saying? So you want to prioritize them. Now, next you got your target frame. This is whatever you're targeting, like this one right here, the focus frame or whatever. It's gonna pop right here. Whatever you're targeting, even if you're your teammates, it's gonna pop right there. I usually keep it right there. Like I said, I plan on making all this smaller. You don't have to have it that big. I just recommend running it that big if you're just starting off, right? So your target frame, I keep that right there because you want to see what you're targeting. So like if we click off right now, if we click off right now, right? Watch this. I'm gonna press this RT LB. Boom, the target pop up right there. I'm gonna cast on myself. You double tap RT, I cast on myself. You see my picture pop up, right? So, as far as the edit mode, I do keep my cooldowns up here. I keep them somewhat in this area right here. I do plan on changing it a little bit, so y'all take that with a grain of salt. But other than that, y'all, oh, I want to show y'all one more thing. So after you get your console port set up and you're just trying to use straight controller, not have to use any mouse and keyboard, you can have the option to, I just feel like sometimes it's kind of just faster for me to use mouse and keyboard sometimes. In terms of this, you just press select, right? You gotta have console port to do this. Press select and hold LB. What that is gonna bring up a dial pad. On this dial pad, you can access anything. You can access your mounts, your talents, your spell books, your characters. You can even go on the console port itself and like still change some keybinds around if you want to do that. Like if you want your controller to look different. I got it set up like as an Xbox controller, so that's why. But you can, this whole dial pad, you can do everything from here. And then when you click whatever, say like I want to do a dungeon, you just use your D-pad to kind of control where you want to go with it. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said, if y'all want any other tutorials, I'm not a person like I just feel like it should. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. Now, if y'all do got any questions about it, just let me know, or if you're in the Discord, message me in the Discord. But that's pretty much how I got my controller set up so far. That's how I use it and everything. It's gonna take a while to get used to if you're not used to controller. I promise you. You might catch a hang of it in one day. You know what I'm saying? But it's all like depends on you. I feel like it's very efficient to me. Some people may not like it, which is okay. It's all okay. It's all subjective. But nonetheless, other than that's the tutorial. If y'all got any questions about anything else of how I may build like a certain character, how I may set my inputs up for like a demo warlock or whatever, just let me know and I'll let you know. But other than that, peace, love.